Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, it's the illusion reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. Little Friday night live. What's going on out there? We got Gino right off the bat. We're going, Gino. Serge. Corey Harrison. There you are, my brother. And Sterling Hamilton. We got some emoji use going. How's everyone doing out there? We've been battling illness in this house for the last at least week. It's funny, I got the stomach flu last night, man, at like 11 o'clock, man. Heavy moment, but then it was over, dude. I just got it out, dude. Just get it out. So today was pretty casual around the house. About all I did was switch my car insurance carrier. Got our family plan dialed with our vehicles, man. New pad's rad, man. Met with our the person we rent from the other day. Super cool guy. He's like me, but he's a different dude. Yeah, dude. What? Anastasia is watching from work. Your boss loves that, dude. Loves that. Did you guys, someone sent me a clip of them in a barbershop watching the bowl cut maintenance and getting a bowl cut at the same time. It was pretty legendary. I don't know how to get it out of the phone, but it was pretty rad. We got top feed, Joe, Mark, Trevor, woot. What's happening? Yeah, so that was what should we get into? The circus show? The circus show that is our nation is on level 10. That's for sure. There's swell coming in tomorrow, so I'm going to get up early and go. It's not time for the crib tour. Everyone's sleeping. Everyone's melling out. I think I'm going to go pick up Mike Kitty and surprise the rest of the family tomorrow. Bring Mike Kitty back into the scene, man. Don't want anyone else to know. A surprise the fam. I want to see you skate. There's plenty of video of that, Julian. There's all sorts of video of that. Yeah. Global warming is a hoax, dude. The governments aren't denying it. They're fully on board with that nonsense, dude. Complete and total fraud. Are they altering the atmosphere? We've been through all this before. Yeah, are they altering the atmosphere? Absolutely. But it's not you. Just go stand next to your favorite military plate. Miss your old vids, dude. I don't know what that means, dude. Yeah. Upper atmosphere aerosol injection. It's happening. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got some new people up in the house. You're on timeout. No yelling, dude. No, we don't yell, dude. Come on, man. Government's bad people, dude. Bad people, man. Top feed, dude. It's what people do, yelling and stuff, dude. Right, Joe? We're not there yet, dude. We're not. Al's good. He's back. He's sleeping right now. We've been camping out in front of the fake fireplace, dude, the last couple nights. He's all about camping out right now while he's not feeling. He's like better, but he's not 100%. He was pretty active today, though. Champa. Is that the Champa? Is that my Champa? Is that Frank Champa? Ah, yeah, Al's killing it, man. He's feeling but he Legoed today, dude. Oh, you don't like the Friends Lego, dude? The Friends Lego is sick, dude. Might not be your month, your week, your year. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum. You're allowed to have fun, right? Christmas plans and try to get as barreled as possible. I think tomorrow is going to be Christmas, man. I think there's a good chance of some top stand on Israel or Palestine. Does it have to be an either or? It has to be an either or, one or the other. Ever served 3 Mile? Yeah, of course. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. What's happening, James Jameson? We're just kind of rolling into this nice and casual and slow. Thoughts on Trump, dude? Triple agent, man. Triple agent. He's still giving Israel $3 billion a year. So I don't know. I don't know how he's making America great doing that, but I guess I'm a hater. I'm doing great. I'm actually doing really great, except for a little bit of stomach flu last night. It's a show. Sit back and watch. Exactly. Well, you can sit back and watch, but it means you can't have an opinion about it. You just can't get all angry about it, dude. It's all angry. Rawr. I'll tell you what, dude. Nothing made me happier than seeing Kamala Harris kick rocks, dude. Adios. My girl Tulsi Gabbard took her down, dude. Hillary's gonna come swooping back in. You wait and see, dude. Hillary's gonna come swooping back in, man. Stomach flu is brutal, man. It's just basically like a bad night of partying without the party, man. Well, just give it time, A026. Just give it time, man. God is the real deal, dude. You know that, Joe. You know that. They're all done. The Democratic Party is like basically like a crazy person on fire, dude. Like just it's trying to put out the flames, dude. They are just imploding, dude, on themselves, man. It is beautiful to watch. The party of Jim Crow and Ku Klux Klan and slavery is finally showing its true colors, so to speak, man. You know, it's pretty good. It's pretty epic to see the Democratic Party just failing with their sanctimonious nonsense, dude. But we'll see, you know. What's your stance on San Francisco? I don't know. I live there. I don't know. I went up there a couple years ago, man. San Francisco's turned into a desperate wasteland. I've gone up there a couple times the last couple of years. I saw Ween up there a couple years ago. You know, Ocean Beach is the real deal, dude. If you want to possibly risk drowning and doing it in front of like millions of people and no one caring, that's the place to do it. Julian Maltu, that's a $20 question, man. Put $20 in the top chat. I'll answer it for you. Full disclosure. Cost you $20 though. How about that? But yeah, San Francisco. I love San Francisco, man. It's just too bad it's just become a stronghold of social justice warrior and their failed policies, dude. I don't think it's safe to go up there anymore, man. With all the poop on the street. Best skate park on the planet, though, for sure. San Francisco, dude. No yelling, dude. People be yelling, dude. It's a mellow Friday night here, man. We're not to that phase of the thing. Whoa. The day of reckoning is coming. You know, maybe nobody knows the day, right? Like a thief in the night, dude. Don't live like that, man. Just take care of yourself today, dude. Yeah, they've really let one of the most expensive cities on the planet turn into a turd, literally. San Francisco's broken. That's my take on it. I do have a do you know where do I know where Oakland is? You're weird. I know where lots of places are. Homelessness is a misnomer. We've talked about this before. There's no homeless, dude. Most of them are it's a health issue, dude. It's either mental health issues or drug addiction. Both of those aren't homelessness problems. They are need of help, and it's a drug epidemic. Exactly. It's a drug epidemic. They're not homeless, dude. Everyone's got that. Does everyone get that the concept of them being homeless is a psyop to make them worse off? If you stopped calling them homeless and addressed the real problem, they might get some help, dude. That's my take on it. All right, this is my last warning about the people yelling on the chat, man. I'm just going to delete you from here on out, because if I got to go up there and so if you're calling a drug addict homeless, you're not helping them slightly at all. If you're calling someone with mental illness homeless, you're not helping them even slightly. The first thing you have to do is address the real problem. The real problem is our society is being inundated with opiates and drug addiction, and people have lost their minds, dude, because of all the phones and technology and nobody caring, and there's no more church. We're in a godless country, man. You want to solve the problem, man? We need to bring God back into the United States of America, man. And then bring out our Christian spirit or your whatever spirit it is for you, and go and take care of these people's health issues. As long as we're calling them homeless, dude, we're doing them a disservice, because they're not homeless. They have serious health issues, and drug addiction is a health issue, and it's a health issue that is not an organic health issue. It's being manufactured by the system, dude. It's being totally, but nobody wants to take on big pharma, do we, dude? We're going to turn the other way. Big pharma, dude. It's whatever, dude. It's a homelessness issue. It's not big pharma, is it, dude? It's not the Chinese flooding the borders with fentanyl, dude. Is it? No, it's not that. It's homelessness, dude. I don't know, dude. It's so obvious, man. But it's like Nanograph. God bless you. Thank you, Nanograph. Just because you can't see God doesn't mean he isn't there. Isn't that true, James Jameson? I think about how much of my life I spent knowing God was there, unable to see God, and unable to see God was there. You know what I mean? Like that whole thing. And I'll tell you what, again, from my own experience, and I'm not telling anyone what to do, it's really hard to make contact with God if you're loaded on drugs and alcohol. In fact, I made a rad video about it the other day. I forgot to upload it. But you have to go through your trials and tribulations, man. So it's that weird thing. People judge these people that are strung out on drugs or experiencing mental illness as imperfect when they're on their perfect journey, man. It's just part of their journey. we're supposed to like sobriety is a struggle. Kinda. Yeah, surf's gonna be pumping tomorrow, Jason. That's for sure. Maybe. I don't know. The last one was a fizzle. But I think tomorrow it's gonna be green light. Wind looks pretty good. I overcame. God helped me overcome the drugs and the alcohol for sure. Clown world, indeed, dude. Sterling Hillman, dude, that is definitely a racist emoji, dude. You know, people forgot to smash that like button, dude. Julian says, smash that like button. You're gonna get smoked up there, Jason. I wouldn't be my first priority on this swell. Dude, that feeding frenzy, dude. No. That's the wrong approach, man. And you always let them have the first swell, dude. Shout out to the boys in O-Town vibing out to you live. Max, Doug, Tyler, and Gay J. Gay J. In O-Town, is that Oakland? Tim Rack? Are you in Oaktown? O-Town? What's O-Town? Could be Ontario. Yeah, you didn't know, Nightbot, that the clown has now been hijacked by the social justice warriors to indicate yeah, it's just like that frog. Frogs are racist. This is racist. Bowl cuts are racist. Anything you do to make a joke in 2019 is considered racist. $20 question, Aral. Pepe, that's it. Ben Shapiro, con job, dude. You know, do people understand that Ben Shapiro is a product of Los Angeles? His parents had something to do with the film industry. Ben Shapiro is a full artificial construct. That dude is not on your side. That dude is an agent of, you know who he's an agent of. That dude's not a conservative, dude. That dude is a full-on grifter. Do not trust Ben Shapiro, dude, or any of his acolytes, dude. You gotta give the Groypers their creds for disrupting that fool. Oakland. Nah, man, you're Nightbot, you're missing it. You're taking the low hanging fruit, dude. That's not it. How did you find that out? Actually, I was watching, I forget where it was, but yeah, Shapiro's tied into the Hollywood machine somehow. He's from LA, dude. Yeah, he's a never Trumper, dude. He's now the dude's a full triple agent. I'm a full realist, dude. I don't get why you can't vote for someone and criticize them at the same time. Like, I'll tell you what, like, I'm all over the map, dude. I'm rooting for Tulsi, but I'm voting for Trump. I think Trump's a con job though. But you know, I'm not a Jordan Peterson guy, though. I don't confuse the message with the messenger. I thought his message was valuable, dude, on a certain level. But Jordan Peterson's just another dude who came along and he delivered his message. Then everyone put him on the pedestal like the golden calf and was like, oh, Jordan, and then we're sadly disappointed. And you know what happens when you associate the message with the messenger? Because the messenger is going to be flawed. He's a human. He's a man. He's going to be flawed. And then you end up losing the message. Just stick to the message. Stop attaching the message to the messenger. That's my advice, dude. Is why does it have to be associated with these people? He's just a dude. And he was right. Clean up your room, dude. His thing's not wrong. He is right about the Owen Benjamin's a lunatic, though he had a couple good podcasts back in the spring. And I'll say a couple of them like fully helped. Dude, he did some crazy podcasts about forgiveness, dude. And I heard the message. I don't need to attach to that dude. I don't like him personally. I think he's a little off the deep end, dude. The new pad's rad, dude. Dude, I like Ska Specials, one of the greatest bands ever, man. Dun, 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 Mess. Shout out Ryan. I'm gonna shout out Ryan for sure. I'm not going to demean him. I'm going to shout out Ryan for being happy. I'm going to shout out Ryan for being super happy. Ah, dude. Troll. Oh, troll. There you go. Let me delete that. Yeah, that includes me. Don't confuse me, man. I'm just a flawed dude, man. That it absolutely includes me. Hear about the jewelry robbery, stole a UPS truck, 4 dead. I don't know. How about the Saudi dude at the Pensacola Naval Base shooting the place up? Ooh. You always got to love when a rogue agent gets in on a military base and just starts going sideways. You know it's coming, right? Like you people like know like when the full court press happens, it's going to be so like all over the map, dude. It's you're going to be, your mind's going to be blown. Like the next 9/11 is going to be like so like what? Just like 9/11 was, man. Like what? You're going to wake up one day and you're going to be like, oh my God, there's like crazy Iranians with backpack bombs and weird social justice wars and black and crazy redneckers and all sorts of just everyone's just and you're just going to have to hope that you're ready to hold down your own home, man. You know, most of them are manufactured shootings. I guarantee this lunatic from the Saudi Arabian pilot was straight just like going to get some, dude. I think firefighting's a rad career, dude. Water polo boy 24. That's like one of those things. If my son came to me and was like, I want to be a firefighter, I'd be like, yep, you've got my blessing, man. Thank you, Riley. I appreciate that. You're welcome. Thank you for thanking me. I'm name. I'm subscribed. Would you consider moving to Canada? No. Although I definitely want to. What's going on, Landon? I definitely would like to go surf the east coast of Canada. There's a lot of good waves over there. I think that's like one of those weird. I've been trying to get to Nova Scotia for years. All right. I'm going to do the last warning on the all caps yelling, dude. It's from now on, it's just you're deleted, dude. Or just top chat it like everybody else, dude. Just, you know, there is a protocol. Yeah, Nova Scotia seems pretty rad, man. Tofino, I don't need to be part of that weird scene, man. I would be anywhere but there. I would go dial in with those guys who are doing little secret boat trips up the coast. I don't want to be somewhere where it's that. I lived in Portland, Oregon long enough where it was like those short winter days. No, thank you. I would do Canada in the summer, but I bet the mosquitoes are brutal up there. Yeah, Trudeau's nuts, man. The social justice thing up there is out of control, dude. Although I am half Canadian, that's of interest to anyone. The new place is rad. Little bug spray. Yeah, but you got to be super choosy about your bug spray, dude. Some of that stuff's like worse than global warming, dude. Tim Rack with the good question for $2. Bowl cut versus mullet, which is better, dude? Mullet, I would say, is the true statement of just gnarliness. Because if you want a mullet, dude, you gotta own your space, dude. Trust me, you're walking around with a mullet, dude. People are looking at you like you're from Mars, dude. Full commitment for a mullet, dude. That's why mullets aren't really around that much, dude. Because kids can have mullets. You got to be a real rock star to rock a mullet, dude. And you can't have a Southern accent like that Theo Von guy with the mullet. That doesn't count. That, like, a mullet and a Southern accent does not count, by the way, as like being daring and provocative. You have to be. Someone just sent me a little cash on the PayPal. Thank you. I couldn't read the name, but whoever did that, I appreciate that. Yeah, good for you, water polo boy. I'm stoked you're becoming a sober firefighter. Good for you, man. Hey now, guys. Hey, man, love that you're talking about Jesus, truth, and surfing it up. Great stuff. Thank you, hey now, guys. Yeah, we get in there. I'm a firm believer, and I've talked about this before, is it's my personal relationship with Jesus Christ. I'm not here to tell you you're doing anything wrong. I just try to share my own experience. My own experience has been very radical and heavy, and I can see God in all my components of life. But I also realized that when I was on the other side of it all, if someone had come to me and said, "You're wrong for the way you live your life," I would have told them to kick rocks, dude. So I definitely don't try to tell anyone they're wrong. And I, until I found my personal relationship with Jesus Christ, I explored many other paths. And I'm not a person who turns their back on information. So we all have to come to our own thing. But I would say that at the time to dilly-dally on the fence sitting might be closing in. Yeah, it does seem like prophecy is upon us. That's for sure, man. So take your chances, man. I don't know, dude. I'm not hedging my bet, dude. I'm fully on the God squad, man. Yeah. If you now, I'm not a rapture guy though. I think that's a little bit of a leap there. Like, oh, we're all going to no, you have to go through the trials and tribulations, man. That's where you got to test your metal. What, you think you get a no test? Like a no test? Errol, dude, come on, man. Not even clever, dude. Going through the tribulation is what Satan wants you to believe. I don't see I don't see where you get to own your space with God, man. If you're not willing to go through it with God's love and grace and stand up to the ultimate test of your faith, then is it really like, if are you looking for a loophole? Rapture seems to be loopholing for me. I'm whatever God has in store for me. So, you know what I mean? I'm not looking for a loophole. Like, I think that loophole mentality is folly, and I think that it's hubris ultimately. I think you have to be willing to stand tall and face it and not be afraid, not turn your back, right? Not get on your knee, dude. Stand tall. And if your head goes bouncing down the path, so be it, man. But I think there's too many people that are like, oh, I'm gonna get a free pass out of here, dude. I'm out. I'm gonna rapture out. It seems a little soft to me, dude. Seems like you would want to rock it, dude, the whole way through, dude. Because if you're on the whole like rapture thing, right? Like, you're like, do you want, you just get to be saved and get there and be like, oh, like, I just, I'm saved. I'm saved. Like, faith without works. What is it? Faith without works is, how does it go? I forgot my cliche, dude. But I'm not a biblical scholar, dude. So, and unless you are Dylan Taylor, dude, the pastor Paul McGuire, dude, my guy, dude. I don't know, So we're not on that. I don't know. Take it up with your pastor. I'm not the dude to take it up with. That's my take on it. See, the one thing that I do know is you can get in there, you can do the thing, but the minute you start claiming more than the next guy, I don't know, man. It just seems a little like this, like the soft way out to me, man. Faith without works is dead, dude. Exactly. Yeah, there you go. The dude's got it, dude. Corey, just letting you know, if I see some Jehovah's Witness floating to the sky, I'll be grabbing a leg. I won't. Not me, dude. You're going to be getting sucked up into a UFO for an experiment, man. I'm not looking for an easy way out, dude. I tell you, dude, the easy way is the hard way. Look, man, it's like sobriety. I think of it the same way of sobriety. There's no easy way through this whole thing, dude. Like, if you want to get sober, you got to get down and dirty with it, man. You got to truly come to your right. You got to truly come to this step to turn my will, my life over to the care of God as I understand him. Like, if you're not willing to do that, you're not going to get sober, dude. So it's the same thing. Like I've been through it all in the last couple years, dude. And trust me, dude, every one of those things that seem like insurmountable and beyond my ability to handle as a human being, my faith in God got me right through it to the other side, where I can look back at it now and be like, oh, that's why you face trials and tribulations in your life. Not because they're hard, because they make you strong. And when you're strong, you actually get to feel the glory, dude. So that's my take on it, man. It's not supposed to be easy. Yeah, 22 Blues got it, dude. Well, it's not supposed to be like, it's supposed to teach you to be like appreciate and be grateful for the day you're in, dude. You know, if you don't have bad days, how do you know you're having good days? Like that, that's the thing I learned in sobriety. I don't like truly know exactly how life's supposed to look on the good side. What I truly do know is how I don't want life to look on the bad side. That's why these things aren't really easy to decipher from when you're 22, dude. You know, you got to get later in life and be like, oh, I've been through some hectic experiences. I've done some stuff. I've been out there, and now I know. Like I was saying, like, I wouldn't be such a dedicated dad, I don't think, if I had Owl when I was 22. 22, man, I was preoccupied with being a dipshit, man. Like I had a lot of dumb things I needed to do in my 20s and 30s, man. My 40s have been pretty solid, and coming into my 50s, like I've been through enough to know, like, just remain calm, dude. Julian Matu, have you had any? Yeah, all the time, man. What were you doing at 25? And I was up in Portland, Oregon, hanging out at the Burnside Project. I just published my book. I was ripping bong hits, drinking microbrews, working temp labor, locking myself to old growth forests. That's what I was doing at 25, man. Some of it was good. Some of it was bad, but it was all like this experience I had. It was like, I was shredding, dude. I was skating every day. I was doing that thing, man. What's the dude got here? Man, anytime I'm having a bad day, your videos always turn it positive. I don't believe in all this stuff, but you're a pretty motivated dude. Thanks for that. I appreciate that, dude. That's the thing. You got it, dude. Is like, no one's supposed to. If you took all of this and were like, that guy, everything he says is woo woo. No, man. I figure like it's a 60-40. I figure 60% of the stuff I say has some sort of like value, and 40% of it's just the babbling madness of some spun out sober surfer skater guy, dude. Like trying to do his very best. My opinions on reality change on a daily basis, dude. Sometimes I buy into the whole, the reset timeline things, and other days I don't. Sometimes I think about the flat earth. Some days I think about the round earth. I don't know, dude. All I know is I see a bunch of airplanes flying up in the skies making crazy patterns, dude. And I'm like, what's that all about, dude? I don't know, dude. Is it some sort of thing to protect us from a Carrington event? Or is it to totally turn us into like electromagnetic slaves? I don't know, dude. Some days I'm pretty confirmed in what I think I understand. And most days I understand that I don't know what's going on, dude. It's the balancing act. But I'll tell you what, man, the days that the videos that are like kind of the rougher ones are probably the most true to form there are. The positive ones, they might be me blowing a little bit of smoke up my own ass, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was telling someone, like, the electromagnetic slavery, dude. But they can't get you if you've got the blood of Christ, man, All right, Julian, take care of your girlfriend, man. Keep her from getting mad. I don't have to prove God is real. That's your deal, dude. I know God's real. It's for you to prove to yourself, man. Can you prove God is real? I don't need to prove. I know God is real. How's that? Can you prove God is real? That comes from such the weird, like, flat earth proves God is real. Yeah. Flat earth proves people are wacky, dude. I may be an example. I may be a reflection of it. The location and time space videos, right? I don't even know. I have no idea what that one's about. But yeah, we're trying to figure out the location and time and space. The more and more I'm convinced we are in some sort of wacky place we don't quite understand. That's to me is sometimes sometimes I have the vision where I can like tap into that weird spiritual evolution for sure, Mr. Incognito. Yeah. The illusion. I get put up there with the Gons. That's pretty solid, dude. That's a huge compliment, Tate. Would you like to visit space? I think I do all the time, personally, between you and me. I think I go there all the time. I'm not so caught up in this like off the earth space. I'm into dimensional space. I think that whole weird thing of like getting us all tapped into like rocket ships and nonsense is missing the point of like how radical we really are as multidimensional time space beings, man. I think we're so much more beyond that. How's that for poor grammatical use? I think we are so far beyond the realms of actual space that the scientists tell us about. I think we're so far beyond that that's like spare changing God. Just like, oh God, like, do I want to go to like Mars? Do I want to go to Mars? That to me is like asking God for like 15 cents outside of like a 7-Eleven, dude. You know what I mean? I think it's bigger than that. I think that is such limited thinking and understanding of the potential of our human reality that we just missing the train completely. It's like settling for just, do you want to ride a donkey or do you want to get on a supersonic jet, dude, to go to like England? You know what I mean? Think about it. Like, I'm in LA. Do I want to take a donkey to England, which is like, do I want to go to Mars? Or do I want to ride a supersonic jet to England, which is like God? It's just, so, I'm working on the supersonic jet with God thing versus riding the donkey to England to go see Mars, Parallel universes, sure, why not, dude? I think again, I think that's just limited. Why not? Quantum mechanics says there could be a billion, trillion. It's like the monkey creating Shakespeare, right? If quantum theory is correct, there's a monkey that's writing Shakespeare right now, and the infinite possibilities. It was with Al on a mountain, and he had a fire truck book. The time, space, universe one, interesting. It's all like I'm a fully like conscious awake dude, and it's all blur, man. That's what's crazy. Like I fully pay attention to it. You technically, I'm just gonna save you something, Sundez Z. You technically can't be homeless on spaceship Earth. You can be structureless. You're without structure, but home is a deeper concept, man. Home is where your heart is, man. It's a cult classic, Corey. They've probably all been snapped up since I've been doing these YouTube things. Well, that's a choice. Sundays. We all make our choices. Maybe that's where you need to be for a hot moment. I did my time out there. Aliens, demons. I'm not a big aliens guy, dude. To me, it's like riding the donkey to England. It's stoner entertainment, man. Yeah, you want to get into the demons, dude. Now we're talking aliens and the demons, dude. I'm gonna have to put you on timeout, dude. Why would you do that? I time you out. There you go. You're timed out, man. I didn't say you were giving up at all, man. Those words did not. That's you said that about yourself. I didn't come out of my mouth. Hologram's rad. She's sick right now. Me and the minigram are the only ones not sick. There cannot be one with life. I'm not sure what that means, man. I don't know, man. Big shifts are about to occur. That's all I can tell you. These lunatics are going to try to start something up crazy. Guaranteed, man. The mellowness of it all can't last much longer. These lunatics are really chomping at the bit to cause some trouble, dude. I'm just going to watch the thing stream for a second, see if anything interesting comes up. Which lunatics? You know the lunatics. Movers and shakers, dude. 100% sober, dude. Hey now, guys. 100%, dude. Dude, none of that stuff, dude. Do you ever think of alternate outcomes and how your life would play out if you made the decision different? Yeah, all the time, man. Tragic Bronson alert. I think about that alternate outcome stuff. But then again, that's again where you realize that God has a master plan for you. And that's what the decision of free will is all about. Defend the Constitution. Yeah. Bob Marley, just God and coffee, pretty much, dude. God and coffee. Sneak a little bit of chocolate chip cookie every now and then, dude. Was the moon landing fake? That is like one of those things that's so like, again, it's like riding the donkey to England, dude. Who cares, dude? Who cares if the moon landing was real, fake? It doesn't have any relevance to the life I'm leading right now. It's all a con, dude. So what if it was real? So what if it was fake? Well, what does that have to do with anything? It doesn't mean anything. Do you see Baker 4? No, I haven't, dude. It's probably epic. Plans for the future. I don't get that crazy, dude. Flawless XP. I'm not going to tell you. I just say don't come into my house unannounced. Figgy's pretty solid, dude. I think isn't that? I think it's going to be that Milton guy, dude. Milton Martinez. Yeah, I think it's going to be Milton, dude. That dude's pretty raw. That handrail he does without the stairs, with the dudes holding it in place, is pretty next level, dude. Oh, Milton won. All right. There you go. Milton Sodi. Good for him, dude. Argentina representing. I think he's from Argentina, dude. Oh, he already won? tells you how much I'm tuned in, man. Good for Milton, dude. Do I dig the Beach Boys? No. The other thing I like about the Beach Boys is that one dude was hanging out with Charles Manson making music. That's pretty solid. Good Vibrations. The worst song ever, dude. Makes me think of Sunkissed Soda, dude. That sounds, ugh. Yeah, that's why we don't want to go into the whole music thing. Ever surfed Oahu? No. Do you think reptilian shapeshifters are real? Yes, Nightbot, I do. Charles Manson was an MK Ultra agent to the core, dude. Yeah, I'm familiar with the Charles Manson chant music. I've checked it out, dude. China Bowls. Is that the place up above Santa Barbara? Yeah, you got timed out. Abusing the keyboard, man. No, Wahoo. I'm more of a Kauai guy. I really like to leave Hawaii to the Hawaiians, dude, personally. I don't know, Danka Savage. Find your way home. That's the meaning of life. Find your way home, dude. Are the bodies of the reptilians aware they're reptilians? I don't know. I don't think reptilians have enough feelings to care. Thoughts on Taiwan? I think they're an independent nation, personally. What do you think about people being too smart for their own good? Personally, I believe this man stuff is crazy when smart people get stuck in bad situations. I don't really understand your question. What's CNN, dude? There you go, Joe. Like, what's CNN, dude? It's dead. It's already dead to me, dude. Put it that way. Yeah, I'm healthy, dude. Do you believe in life outside of Earth? I definitely can't say I don't. The potential for it is highly probable. You know? No worries, tragic Bronson alert. Hippie speedballs, dude. What time's it here? It's 9:23, dude. What is the best surf, dude? The wave you're on, man, for sure. Dude, I listened to some pretty interesting stuff that was talking about that space might actually be a liquid, dude. That kind of blew my mind. You got to dig in. I think it was on the Crow 777. Whatever you think about Crow 777, I don't care. But the one he did about space being a liquid's pretty kind of interesting. If you don't like your perception being challenged, like you shouldn't be here. I'm down to check out my perception of reality, dude. Because I definitely know it's not what you think it is. Once you understand the electromagnetic spectrum and that everything you're experiencing is electromagnetic energy vibrating at a certain frequency, dude, anything's possible. So, thoughts on Andrew Allen, dude? I think he's a good skater. I like his style, dude. I think, I think once you've tapped into the how liquid our reality is, then you're like anything's possible. It is. Sometimes it's vibrating at a very stagnant frequency. Yeah, we only experience like if the electromagnetic frequency is like this much, we only experience like that, dude. People don't think about these things. They just take it for granted. Like, oh yeah, Roy G. Biv is all of that. That's just what we can see. You know that they say that humans are the only creatures that can experience rainbows, right? I thought that was an interesting. I don't know if it's true or not because I haven't talked to any hummingbirds lately, but what if that's the true? What if human beings are the only ones that can actually experience rainbows due to like our eyes tuned into the electromagnetic like think about cats. Like people just don't like take they just take it for granted, dude. Like bumblebees see a totally different thing. Have you ever seen like flowers through a bumblebee's eyes? Totally different. Oh yeah, birds are dialed into a whole different grid. That's how they can fly all over the planet. Bees, it's all so next level, dude. We're so like caught up in the scientists know everything. Yeah, the scientist told me so it must be true, dude. That dude's got a piece of paper from some university funded by some like bank, so it must be true. Like, you know, uh, well, who do you think prints all these books, the textbooks? What? It's mind-numbingly ridiculous, man. That's my whole trip on it. It's hard for me to even get that like animated about it anymore. Once you realize it's all just a giant fraud, you're like, all right. I don't like surfing culture. Knowledge will increase. I find surfing culture to be horrid. I don't want to have anything to do with surfing culture. Ugh, makes me want to vomit, dude. All right, dude. Obviously, you're new around here, Avery, dude. If you got some question to ask that needs all caps, just put it in a top chat, dude. Put some money in the cup, dude. What do you think? I don't even have to think about the book 1984. I'm living it, dude. I'm living 1984 Redux 2.0, dude. It's beyond 1984, dude. Yeah, the surfing culture is horrid, man. It takes an insider to realize just how scummy surfing culture is, dude. It's all fake and make believe, dude. Skate culture is rad. But it's funny. I watched the Love Letters today with I like Love Letters is a great show. If you don't watch Love Letters with Jeff Grosso, they did the whole one on Hawaii today. It was pretty rad, dude. 1984. Why would you watch the movie when you can read the books way better, dude, than the movie? I'll just tell you that. I actually read 1984 again like 5 years ago just to see how, like, I hadn't read it since like, for like 20 years, since college or something. You ever got pitted? Come on, man. I took a helicopter flight in Hawaii, saw a rainbow full circle. That's kind of rad, dude. Skateboarding is freedom, dude. It's like weird. Like I made a couple videos about it. There's my tips, dude. Six feet even, man, on the button. Six foot on the nugget, man, right to the dome. Books are books are the raddest. Once you get your books? People don't even get books that a word can create an image in your head and a bunch of chains of words can create. Like books are the ultimate show. Books are so much better than anything you could possibly watch on a screen. Once you've tapped into the power of books and what your mind does, forget about it, dude. I don't do sports, dude. Pistachio Pablo. No balls, no nets, man. Hunter Vex. Hey, how's it going? Don't forget to tell your mom and your dad you love them, man. That's from Hunter. If I could go back in time and stop the Kennedy assassination, would you? Nah. It was meant to be, dude. Everything's meant to be. It's already done. I don't need to go back and change it, dude. Did you know Elijah Burrell before he was a pro skater? No, but I've known Elijah 8 years now. No. How do you stay in shape, man? I'm active. Ride bikes, skate, surf, walk. Walking's a super productive thing. Do my exercises for my back. That's such a weird term, dude. Abyss. I don't know. Do you know Mike? No, I don't. I'm going to be a mailman once I graduate high school. Awesome, dude. Mail must get delivered, dude. Kennedy is a lizard man in space, who starts fires with lasers. All right. Do you have scoliosis? Walking can have all sorts of high stoke levels. It's just my last time for this. Going PayPal next time. I don't trust Google anymore. Closing my account. All right, Joe. I appreciate that. I do understand completely. And PayPal is a way better for me in the long run. So thank you, Joe. You're in. You're one of my peeps. Yeah. Well, the big purge is coming on the 9th and the 10th. We'll see who's left standing on the 9th and the 10th, and the next purge is after the new year. So Baas. Yeah, PayPal's better in that sense. Keeps that. But then again, we're gonna. I guess that to remain economically viable in YouTube's eyes, we do need to run something through this machine, though. I don't know. We'll see how it's all going to happen here, man. The big YouTube purge. We'll see who's left standing in February. By February, we should know where we're at. Can you shout out Brad and Gavin from Massachusetts? Yeah, definitely Brad and Gavin. Generally, we do that through the top chat, but I'll throw a bone every now and then. Brad and Gavin. I have a BitChute account hooked up down below. There's a link to the BitChute account. If I actually did get purged, I would totally go on the full proactive Instagram splurge and let everyone know where I'm at. Because I figure if you're YouTube and you're Instagramming too, but I don't think we're gonna fall that way. YouTube, I think, is fairly happy with the illusion, dude. As long as I don't get too off the chain. I do. I throw it in every now and then. See, that's what happens. You throw out one free shout out and then everyone comes. Now, do it the proper way. I don't mean to be like that, but there's a real purge in Colombia. I'm sure there is. Yeah, of course MK Ultra is still going on, man. Of course it's totally active. They might call it something different now. It's a total lunatic. Anyway, Tristan and Jason from Ohio. Because I'll just throw that Landon. I'll just throw this one in because Ohio's the heart of it all. I want you to feel like burned, like I'm stinged, dude. So Tristan and Jason from Ohio. That's all right, Gavin. Whatever, dude. The wheeze? The wheeze? No, maybe. I don't know. I was kind of blurry. I used to roll around with Jake Busey's ID for a long time. I stole it at a party. And I used to use my fake ID was Jake Busey's. I stole it from him. I didn't like steal it from him. It was just sitting on a table at a party I was at, and I just took it. Pauly Shore, dude. Whatever happened to that guy? Am I admitting to? I think the statute of limitations on that is long expired. When was that? 1988? 1988? 30 years ago? You know, we do what we do. Have I ever been to Asia? Yeah, I've been to Indonesia. I did have a stopover in Taiwan. Have you ever seen Pauly Shore's YouTube? No, I don't do celebrity YouTube. YouTube, if you're a celebrity and you've downgraded yourself to YouTube, you can kick rocks, Will Smith. All these parasites. What, you're fame, you didn't get enough fame, you got to come like hop on our little world and like try to steal our glory and AdSense. Screw those guys, man. They're going to ruin YouTube. Well, YouTube's just going to ruin itself. But we'll find our new platform where we can go be on our own. I don't think these people get, like, we don't want what they have to offer, dude. You know? Yeah, of course, MK Ult. Yeah, that's tragic, Bronson Alert. Yeah, it's obvious. Yeah. Will Smith, YouTuber, dude. Isn't that just manufactured garbage right there, dude? Mark Meter, custom painted skate decks is what I do. You call it, you got it. Now, these guys are all grifters on the YouTube scene. I'm firmly convinced that like what YouTube's doing right now is only going to give us a new place to go where we can really cut loose and rip. Yeah, I love surfing. I hate surfers, dude. How's that for Fazen01? Surfers are the worst people on the planet, dude. They don't really have anything to do with surfing, though. Oh, Michael Owens back in the deal. I don't know, man. Dreams are pretty hectic, dude. This all seems like a crazy dream to me. The dream inside the dream inside the dream. It's like that. It's like that movie Inception. I think it's sort of like that movie Inception, man. The dream inside the dream. No, I don't do any of that weird YouTube rewind garbage, man. I stay on the fringes, man. I watch Revenge of the Sis and a little bit of Tim Pool and some other minor. I don't really poke around YouTube that much. I watch I watch the what's the one I watch here? Wait, let me see if I can pull it up. This is my new favorite YouTube channel. Let's see if it comes up. I'm gonna hype this dude right now, dude. This channel is legit. It is, where is it? It's not gonna come up. Matt's Off-Road Recovery, dude. Matt's Off-Road Recovery is my favorite channel on YouTube right now. Yeah, go to Matt's Off-Road Recovery, dude. Tell him the Illusion sent him. I like that, dude. You just tows cars out of the desert, dude. It's pretty rad. He just tows cars out in Utah. The dude's out there in Hurricane Utah and just goes on these missions to get these idiots unstuck, dude. It's epic. In his little Cherokee that's yellow. We'll give you a shot, dude. $100, dude. Good man. I'm gonna tell you, dude, there's a way to do it that's proper, dude, and this ain't the way. And where were we at? Oh, the YouTube channel I watch. And then I've been kind of tripping. And then I'll watch like random construction videos just for fun, learn tips. Besides that, I only hype 2 channels, dude. Matt's Off-Road Recovery, Revenge of the Sis, and that's all I got. Where are my glasses? Right here. But I don't need them doing this. We don't talk about scumbag Joe Rogan, dude. That dude's a fraud. Illusion on the Trail Couch. That's old school, dude. Anthony's the man. No. Well, I guess I will hype. I do like to listen to my Max Egan on Friday nights. I'll listen to Max Egan tonight, dude. You can say what you want about Max Egan, but we're on the same page. And I like the Crow 777 sometimes. You can say what you want about that too, dude. I'm not afraid of different information. But those are all like whatever, dude. Yeah, Joe Rogan's a total mainstream stooge. But people like flock to him like full lemmings to the cliff, dude. Apollo Man. Yeah. Stoked. Yeah, keep your hands out in front of you, dude. Yeah, waves on the moon. I don't know about the whole waves on the moon thing, but I like the whole liquid space thing, dude. The Crow 777, I think's all right. What's up, biker Benny? Owl. I have a skateboard for him. I just haven't hooked it up since the fire. He had a rad one, dude. It burned up. Eddie Bravo's a full just decoy con job kook, dude. That dude's the guy who makes alternative theories look bad. He's not helping at all. He's another plant. Anyone who has anything to do with Joe Rogan, just hit him with the 90% skeptical vibe, dude. Anybody touching Joe Rogan's to be questioned, dude. Oh, the screen's destroying the next generations. I think I think Owl's generation's going to be a little different because we're super hyper aware of it, dude. But still, dude, like it creeps in there. I'm gonna. If you want to yell on the thing, just put it in a top chat. There you go. Thank you, Hunter. Oh wait, let's see. Oh wait. Oh geez, I'm causing madness here. Wait, I want to see what it. No yelling, man. I'll be sure to do that from now on. I don't know what that was. I forgot where we were at. What were we talking about, David? Sure to do what? I don't know. I don't know what. Sure to do what? Oh, what about Eddie? Oh, yeah, Eddie Bravo. You know, once you see the song and dance with Alex Jones and Eddie Bravo and Joe Rogan, and then you realize that Alex Jones is hyping Gavin McInnes. These guys are all in a big circle jerk of the right. They're shills. But then again, don't confuse the message with the messenger, dude. You know? Everything Basement Squad channel. If you have to ask that question, I don't know if you're truly like paying attention, dude. Like, yeah, man, we'll never let our son get in on the Disney stuff. I mean, it creeps in there. Like, I think Pixar's Disney. He loves cars. What are you gonna do, dude? But we keep him from the Disney stuff, dude. He'll like, put it this way: Al's not going to Disneyland. He can do anything he wants after he's 18. Apollo's right. There's Apollo. Apollo. Yeah, it's key. It's no yelling, dude. Pool coping for life, man. Never follow blindly, man. Always ask questions, dude. You ask the question, Basement Squad. Pay attention to your own question, man. I like that. I have no idea what the conversation is about. I'm just going to throw a random question in and then be confused by the answer. We don't know what the conversation's about either. So don't worry about it, Basement Squad channel. We're just fumbling through a Friday night, dude. Best we can. No yelling, dude. Burp. I don't know anything about Pauly Shore, dude, anymore. All I know is my friend climbed over Pauly Shore's house one night and broke his leg, and Pauly Shore came out and had to call an ambulance, dude. There's a way to ask a quick question, Apollo, man. Put your money where your question is, dude. Don't forget to tip your talker. Tip your tucker. Nah, he's another dude. Like, do people know Pauly Shore's like the son of somebody already in the industry? It's not like he's like some self-made dude. Like, Pauly Shore was somebody's kid, dude. I forget who, like Diana Ross or someone weird like that, dude. If you like Disney, if you don't know why you wouldn't like a pedophile promoting corporation, dude, come on, dude. Now you must be new around here, Basement Squad. That's right. It's something like that. She owns the Comedy Store. There you go. Is the illusion my final form? I don't think so. I've been the Juice X before. I had the Juice X incarnation for a while. What else have I been? I've had Hiroshima, Nagasaki for a bit. Electric vehicles are a scam without the Tesla coil. Yeah, I'm against corporate weed for sure. Grow your own, dude. I spend too much time going off autistic demon about that stuff, dude. I'm not into that kind of a vibe. I'll start yelling about it again. People just don't seem to get it. Fine, I'll do it again. Stop smoking the man's weed, dude. Stop paying for your own incarceration, dude. Stop buying corporate weed. If you want to smoke weed, I'm all for it. Do your thing. Just grow your own. Stop going down to your little dispensary and paying for the government you say you despise. That's it. If you want to support the government and all its atrocities, go down to your local dispensary and just buy that corporate weed. Like, go right on ahead. Just go promote the things you say you don't like because you rip your bong hits. Go ahead. Just be that kind of like mind-numbed out to luncher, dude. Yeah, well, you know. When you buy corporate weed, you bomb innocent Middle Eastern children, pretty much. I'm not anti-government. I'm about self-government, dude. I think you definitely need a legitimate people to keep the system going of roads and signs and sewage and making sure people aren't dumping toxic crap into the water. But, you know, unfortunately, most people don't get that they are the government. You are the government. Should I just do this all over again? You are the government. And if you don't act accordingly, you get what this is, which is a shit show because you've disempowered yourself and you've turned over your authority to another group of human beings that say right on their shirt with their name tags, I am going to screw you because you've given your authority to me. So you know what? Keep giving your power to the man, dude. Just keep being like, oh, life, I'm so out of control. I don't have any power in this life. I'm a victim. Blah, blah. You know why you're a victim? Because you gave your authority to a bunch of warmongering satanic pedophiles, dude. And you wonder why you don't have any power, dude? You know? Never. Wall bang, XD. Been there, done that, dude. Dude, like everyone's like, look, man, people can't even be responsible in their own household to regulate themselves. How are you going to disband government with billions of people that that's what I'm saying is like, unfortunately, because no one's willing to regulate their own sphere of reality, their own little bubble, the government's going to exist with its heavy, big, giant hand, dude, because we constantly refuse to take care of ourselves and regulate ourselves, and therefore we give the power to the government, man. And then we're like, I don't like the government, but yet I can't keep from like, you know, self-sabotaging myself, dude. I'm just going to get loaded and drive around drunk, dude. The government's bad, but I'm going to drive around drunk, dude. So who's worse, dude? Who's worse? Someone driving around drunk or a government bombing countries? To me, the equivalence is the same because you are highly likely to kill a small child in a family on the way to the supermarket because you're driving around drunk. Just as probable as an F-18 is to drop a bomb on a small family going to the supermarket in the Middle East. You know what I mean? So until we take responsibility for ourselves and we stop acting like irresponsible human beings, dude, the government's going to always exist with all its malevolent beings because we're our own malevolent beings, dude. Yeah. Work on yourself before you try to fix the world. Yeah, the first person you got to put in the lifeboat is you, dude. You know? If you can't save yourself, why are you going to think about saving someone else, dude? I self-govern myself all the time, dude. I make all contracts with all entities around me with my own consent, dude. That's the thing where people like, if you're gonna talk about all this like low level, like, oh, this or that, like, no, the real contract maker is you, dude. You choose to make all contracts with all human beings you encounter. And you just have decided to just be like, oh, I'm powerless, dude. I don't have any power. Dude, I'm just a victim of it all. Oh, it's them, it's those guys, it's them and those guys. No, dude, it's not. It's you. It's you. You have to decide to be in charge of your own reality, man. And the sooner you realize, ah, Your basement squad, you're missing the whole point, dude. You're a little bit of Darren, dude. You're a little Darrenish, dude. You make all decisions within a structured set of rules and ethics. No, you don't. I can go do anything I want right now, dude. Like anything, dude. There's plenty of people that have proven that you can just go do whatever you want, dude, and get away with it, dude. But you can have your own code of conduct, dude. You can have your own code of conduct and live by it, dude. Because that mentality you're talking about, basement squad, is the same things that just like, oh, I'll just be a yes man. They had the Nuremberg trials basically said your way of thinking's not valid, dude. If that's the way you think about it, dude. That's what the Nuremberg trials were. Like following orders is not an excuse, dude. Yeah, there's consequences. Face your consequences, dude. Oh, well, look, it's like you one question, one's don't worry about it, Michael Owens. You just go be nice to the next person and just go be nice to the cashiers. That's the real thing. That's all I ask. Just go be nice to just the cashier. Use the name tags, dude. Just stop the chain of chaos, dude. It's hard. I get it. I mean, sometimes you want to flip out, dude. I want to flip out all the time, but then we just try not to. You have the choice to go by the laws and the rules. You don't have to. There's no one forcing you to do anything, dude. You're not on some African slave ship chained in the hold to like 1,000 other people, dude. You're a free sovereign human being sitting on a computer somewhere, dude. And if you think you're chained, those chains are your own choice, dude. Like enough with that. Like, oh, I gotta follow the rules. You know what? You don't have to. They're just things written on pieces of paper made by men, dude. And if you're gonna give men that kind of power, then you're the most dangerous person in the room, dude. If you're gonna, oh, the rules, yeah, well, the rules, dude. You don't have enough conviction to turn your back on rules that go against humanity. See, that's the thing, man. Like, that's the thing, man. You're the only person. You got to be accountable before God. See, these kind of comments are people that have become accountable before God, because that's the only person. The only rules I follow are God's, dude. No, you don't. You don't have to follow anything you don't want to follow, Basement Squad channel. You're like, this is, it's just annoying because you're delving in the small box, dude. You're just in their box. This is all from their box, dude. I get it. You're puzzled. But again, there's a bigger box. And once you're free of the small box, dude, and you can see the small box for what it is, you realize you're beyond powerful, dude. Thank you, Michael. Remember, just no yelling, but I appreciate I'm glad I was able to help you, man. Yeah, the chains are all perceptional, man. You're the elephant on the chain, dude. You know that they train elephants, like they put a baby elephant on a chain, right? And they put the baby elephant on a chain. It can't break when it's a baby, and when the elephant's full size, it's convinced it can't break the chain. So, but it doesn't know that it can, dude. It's just tricks. We've all been tricked into thinking that we're slaves and we're victims and we're prisoners here. No, we're not. I'm not a renter on this planet. I'm not a prisoner here. I'm a free, sovereign human being, dude. I have the power of God surging through me at all times if I choose to allow it to surge through me. Or I can just sit under my sheets and be a victim and be like, oh my God, the government's coming down on my head, dude. You know? It's all like, that's the thing. Once you realize it's all electromagnetic frequencies, and it's a bunch of, dude, it's a bunch of fake people. It's Socrates' cave, dude. It's throughout history, people have been trying to, every book about it, every book created by a religion says the same thing. It's dude, it's super simple, man. It's really like not that crazy. But I get it. You know why most people can't handle it? Because you got to take responsibility for yourself, dude. Basement squad, if you don't know, you don't know. I can't explain that to you. You got to go figure that out, man. You know, it's this thing. It's all right in front of us, dude. But they've all convinced us that it's too crazy. Like, no, it's not. It's super basic, man. Yeah, people are weak, dude. But that's by their own choice, man. There's only one God, dude. Basement squad, dude. Look. You gotta go, dude. You gotta do some like work, bro. You're asking questions that are small box, dude. You're not asking like big questions, man. I don't believe in religion, dude. I have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian, but I do not believe in religion. Religion is just a man-made construct to keep you in the box, dude. Just stay in the box, dude. Thank you, Olivia. Well, we got to do our own way. You can get all like that about it. You can get all Yahweh'd out. I do have a ghost story, but I don't feel like telling it tonight. I do have a good one. All people, it's stanky taco. All people are hypocrites. It's part of being a fallen man, dude. I don't want to give a short version. I just said I don't feel like telling that story right now. Once Kanye did the Joel Olston, dude, he shot himself in the foot, as far as I'm concerned. I was like, I was kind of hyped on Kanye's vibe, and then he did his Joel Olstein stuff, and I was just like, meh. Right on, Olivia. But yeah, I don't do Joel Olstein, dude. Yeah, I know. I was bummed. I thought Kanye was going to come in strong and actually like really kind of go for it, dude. But he Joel Osteened out, dude. So you set objective moral values set by God, and they're intrinsic, dude. Moral is a strong word, dude. And you're throwing in values, dude. You're gone to like this. You're staying in the small box, dude. I don't know. I don't care why. Just enough. You're daring. I think Darren, you're Darren. You've pulled the Darren, the Basement Squad channel. Yeah, it's reeks of Darren, dude. Pray, man. Apollo, just pray, dude. Simplest prayer I know is help. Just ask God to help you, dude. God will. Yeah, pray to be of service. That's the thing. Most people have got the whole praying thing all backwards, dude. You're supposed to pray in the affirmative, and you're supposed to pray to be of service to your fellow human beings and the glory of God, man. That's the whole point, dude. Because if you're not praying to be of service, dude, what's the point? You know? I don't know, Gunler. What's Darren? You haven't been around for. You're new. Yeah, gratitude's a pretty powerful thing, but still, you can pray what you're thankful for, but you should pray what you can do to show your thanks, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, dude, if you're faith without works is dead, right? Like, if you're not being of service to your fellow human beings, if you're not willing to be of service to your fellow human beings, and there's plenty of ways to do that, then what's the point? If it's just about you sitting in your little room pretending to have some relationship with God and not applying it to the world at hand, it seems to be like lopsided there. It seems to be kind of like on a selfish trip, and I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to be all like in the selfish trip. We're supposed to be giving. God gave it to us so freely, so shouldn't we give it away so freely? Ha! The Gerlach. No worry, David Black. It's just one of those things. I couldn't even explain it if I tried. We're trying, Eric. I don't know, man. You know, we're trying. It's a tricky. Yeah, 100 bucks is right there. JG up in the house. Welcome, JG. Good to see you. Kombucha. Thrasher or Revolve? I don't even know what's Revolve. I have no idea what Revolve is. I don't have anything. I could care less about sports, dude. I'm an adult. There you go. I've never even heard of it. So there you go. I don't know if Felper's dead, dude. I don't even know if I'm that down with Thrasher anymore, dude. You know, it's Thrasher, dude. I'm not that into all the satanic stuff in the Thrasher, though. You know, but it's Thrasher. I'm a little questionable since the Felper's dead, dude. The Felper kept it real, dude. They need to get someone in there like the Felper again. I don't know who, but somebody like the Felper. Yeah, that dark matter thing's a little abstract for me, dude. I think I might go get him this weekend, JG. We'll bring him back. Surprise, surprise. Jake, yeah, we got to keep it real for Jake, dude. Do you know Joe? Do you teach your son the ways you live? Like, for example, the things. Yeah, I fully talk. I talk to my son just like I talk to you, without the profanity. Yeah, it's my dude. Yeah, I fully break it. I fully break it off for the bird, man. I don't confuse him though. Does Owen Wilson skate? I don't know. Yeah, my little bird. I don't believe in science, man. I don't believe in scientists, I should say. I believe in science, but not scientists. Freddie Mercury had a couple good cuts. Oh yeah, I'll goes through the ropes like Mr. Miyagi for sure, like Daniel-san. Yeah, yet I think that's your job, autistic demon. Is you when we have children, we're supposed to be close to them. That's our number one priority in life. That's how just to kind of wrap it up on this thought, man. Is I was talking to someone about it the other day. Is I would have never understood what life was about if I hadn't had a child. And I get why they're convincing everyone to be single or weird or abort their children or all that stuff. Because when you have a child, it all makes sense. Your whole human experience makes sense. So if you didn't have a child because of the manipulation by society, you might miss out on the whole lightning rod of reality, man. I just know that, like, I didn't have a child till I was 45, right? And I'm being super serious. Yeah, we've all made mistakes. We've all done things in our lives that, like, whatever. And that's not. But I'll tell you what. When I held my son, when I saw my son born that day, it all made sense. Like, and I mean like caveman technology sense, not this like lofty nonsense of intellectual pursuit. I mean like deep down DNA sense, like true what humanity's all about, true connection with God. Nothing will connect you more with God than seeing a child born. I'll tell you that much. That was. So I think that, like, the way our society is programming, that's why they're breaking up the family. That's why they're convincing everybody to let their freak flag flutter in freaky ways. And they're breaking up this thing because you can do what you want in this life. But I'll tell you, the highlight of my life at this point has been everything since I had Owl. Everything since I had my son is just enhanced reality by 100-fold, 1,000-fold, 1,000,000-fold. It's beyond comprehension. So I would just say that don't miss that opportunity because of hedonistic self-aggrandizement, right? Because that's really what it is, you know. If you're not willing to be not part of the solution, because there's no skin in the game. I guess that's what I'm saying is, like, I think I thought I was pretty hopeless about, like, oh, the planet, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. They're killing the rainforest and all that kind of stuff. And then I had a child and I was like, dude, now it's time to, like, fully believe in the positive reality of humanity, dude. You know, I have full faith in humanity. So that's just my thoughts on it. Is Mini Puma's coming back in here real soon, dude. We're gonna snatch him up. But yeah, I think about that a lot, man. I almost missed the boat, man. Like almost missed the boat. And it took a whole series of events for me. I'll tell you, the first right thing I did was to get sober. But I would say that before that action, I'd made all the mistakes. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't have gotten sober if I hadn't blown it so heavily. Yeah, it's not about me, dude. That's the thing. But it is too. Like, see, most people think that having a child means that you have to sit on a couch and shrivel up. No, dude. Owl enhances my ability to go chase it down, dude. Owl's the reason I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow and go surf macking waves up at the beach, boy. Is because I do have a son and I have to live my fullest for him. I can't be just some like defeated middle-aged dude like, what's that about? No, I got to go out and be a warrior for my son, dude. That's what I mean is most people think it's a burden. No, it's the ultimate gift, man. Mini Puma for life, yeah. So it's that thing of no, it hasn't slowed me down. It hasn't been it's only enhanced every aspect of life. Yeah, there's moments where I sit there and I bang my head and I'm like, dude, why won't he eat his pancakes, dude? Tonight we had a whole thing. He's like, he wouldn't eat he's like, he wanted me to make him some food. He wouldn't eat the food. And then he's like, I don't know how to use the fork. He seriously stood there and was like, looked at me. He's like, I don't know how to use the fork. And I was like, use your fingers. He's like, I don't like to get my fingers dirty. And I'm like, well, you need to eat the food. He's like, I don't know how to use the fork. Like he's messing with me, dude. And I'm sitting there like trying not to lose my mind, being like, dude, like, why are you choosing right now to pick on me? And it was just, he was tired and been sick the last couple of days. Parenting's the craziest game you'll ever play, dude. You want to play a real sporting event? Parenting, dude. Be a parent, dude, a full contact parent. Not like one of these like sideline parents that's, leaving your kid with the babysitter so you can go get pickled down at the pub, dude. No, I mean a full contact parent, dude. To the core, dude. Gnarliest game ever. I hope so, Sad Girl 805. I see a lot of kids getting shortchanged. I have this other dad I hang out with, dude. Al's little best friend, dude. He's a full contact dad too, dude. And it's like we roll with our sons. We don't leave them behind. Like they're rolling. My son's not welcome. You can kick rocks, dude. I'm coming right in there with my son. That was like the city, like when I had my Parks and Recs thing going on. Like I'd bring Al, dude. They loved him, dude. But I wasn't like, but Al knows how to show up for stuff too, dude. He would sit there at the table with me and hang out at parks. He loves the Parks and Recs meetings, dude. Get a helmet. Yeah, you know what? That's funny you brought that up, Ryan. I was watching, what's the kid from the long-haired kid? I watched this thing about helmets the other day. The kid who always wears the helmet. And I'm like, you know what, dude? I think I'm going to fully commit to the helmet, dude. I know a couple dudes who have died skating, hitting their heads, man. I think we live Andy Anderson, man. I was watching Andy Anderson talk about how much money he's lost by not taking his helmet off and how he refuses to take his helmet off. And he's trying to set an example for the kids and I was like, dude, I you know what? I admire that so much is that I'm an anti-helmet like guy for me, but I would never let my son ride without a helmet. It's insane to me. When I was a little kid, man, I had this friend of mine. It's like my parents' friend. Like he was a little guy like me. He hit his head on his bike. Done. Dead. Cooper. Little boy named Cooper. He's like my parents' best friend. Like, hit his head riding his bike. That was it. Game over, man. So I think about it now, like I would never let Al ride a skateboard or bike or do any of that stuff without his helmet. In fact, he won't get on his bike without his helmet, dude. And so I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what? Like, as much as I don't like wearing a helmet, maybe I need to join the Andy Anderson crusade and just be like pro helmet, dude. I was watching some Jamie Foy footage today. That dude smacked his head so gnarly. He's lucky he's not dead. I don't know. You just watch like Hall of Meat and all these kind of like skate things. These dudes are always whacking their heads. And like, it's all cool until you're in a coma, you know? Yeah, he can take a slam until he smashes his head in, dude. I don't know. Then I watched that BMX kid who did have a helmet on and the helmet smashed his head in. So I don't know, dude. It's a tough game out there being an extreme athlete, dude. Shaken baby syndrome, yeah, because people are lunatics, dude. Yeah, because most people are so spun out they can't sit there and have their baby lose their mind, dude. Yeah, dude, Al loses his mind all the time. Dude, you just got to sit there and be a warrior about it, dude. Sometimes you want to punch yourself in the face, though. Do you think you're irrelevant now? Was I ever relevant? I don't think I was ever relevant. If that's the breakdown of it. Yeah, it's that thing. You want to be skating when you're 50, dude. You don't want to blow it up when you're in your 20s, dude. I'll tell you what, dude, skating's router than it was when I was young, dude. No, dude, that's not why you need rules. People can't control themselves. No, you need to empower yourself, dude, and teach the message of empowerment, dude. That's what you need to do. You're like a dude who wants the small box lifestyle, dude. You're Darren, dude. I feel the Darren vibe, dude. Every slam is different. That's true. I don't know, dude. Would you get in your car and not put your seatbelt on? I wouldn't. Just matter of fact. Take it easy, Tate. We don't need to get like that, dude. It's part of the stream, dude. You gotta have that kind of a vibe going on. You know what I mean? Basement guy ain't bumming me out like that. It's just he's like that. He's like a Darren, dude. It's very Darren, dude. How do you ollie? I don't know. You just do it. Yeah, Daniel gets it. Yeah, dude. David Black gets it, dude. Exactly, dude. You just got to be relevant to yourself, dude. I guess that's the thing. Just be relevant to yourself, which means you'll take care of yourself and you won't fall off into the abyss, dude. Yes, Jonathan Ross, it is. When was the last time I skated the pool? About a year ago when I got in all that trouble, dude. Man, those people were mad at me. Whoa. Ho-ho! Yeah. Last year when me and Al were skating that pool, dude, those people got pissed. Boy, did they get pissed, man. Like I said, I think the statute of limitations is coming up or I'm going to re-release those videos again. Man, they were mad, dude. When's the next Venice sesh? I don't know, dude. It's not that time of year, dude. It's surf season, dude. That's right. JG says it. There's t-shirts and hats and stuff down below. That whole thing. You want to support the channel, get some t-shirts, some hoodies. There's no shipping right now in the continental United States. Yeah. And PayPal link down below. You can subscribe to the Lego channel. There's a Lego channel down there that we just do Legos on. It's super mellow, but I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers to hopefully it'll survive the purge, but we're not monetized yet. So you have merch? Yeah, dude. Autistic Demon merch. Link down below, dude. There's a full Etsy account. I still have art available. Yes, I do, Robert. In fact, I've been making a bunch of new art. I finished this piece today. Just been kind of keeping it mellow right now. Getting back up the rhythm going, dude. Landon in there for nice wrenching. Solid, dude. You have a good night too, Roger. I think we're going to wrap it up on the 2-hour mark here. We hung out Friday night. It was super mellow. I didn't get too fired up about anything, but I wasn't unfired either, dude. I thought it was pretty even tone, dude. So I just started watching you. What would you say I should know about you? I don't know, dude. I'm just a dude with an iPhone. Just a dude with an iPhone, man. I think I've given you plenty already, dude. Right on. Musical is Miziki is God. I don't know what that means. Thank you, Landon. I appreciate it. Yo, name recognition. I just did. Talk about Tavistock. That's old stuff, dude. Like if you need me to talk about Tavistock, then you already know about Tavistock. So why would we? We're already beyond that stuff. We're like Bob C. We're already like the consensus is that we're the people that have already discussed that kind of stuff. We're way past all of that. If you want to like slow it all down and talk about Tavistock, dude, we're vibrating right past all that small box stuff. You know what I mean? Tavistock is for those who actually still haven't made full conscious contact with God, as far as I'm concerned. Like MK Ultra, 9/11, all that stuff's just a decoy from God. Once you've made conscious contact with God, and you're not worried about their little box mentality, dude. You know, yeah, we get into all that stuff. I'm more concerned about people smoking corporate weed than I am about the Tavistock Institute, dude. You can go all about the weaponized anthropology and the whole thing all day long. I'd talk about that stuff all day long, dude. But for me, I personally mean Jesus. But I'm not here to tell you what to do, dude. You need to find your own personal relationship with Jesus Christ. That's not for me to tell you what to do. You got your journey, man. You figure out what God is for you, man. I know what it is for me. And I'm totally at peace with it. Well, the big box is still a box. That's the rub with the box, dude. I only talk about the little box. I don't talk about big box because there is no big box. There's only little box. After that, it's just infinite dimensions of time and space, dude. I like the 9 Club. Those dudes are cool, dude. I'm hoping one day they'll have me on their show. That'd be rad, dude. All about those dudes. We kind of already went there. I can't even pronounce your YouTube handle. No box then. You know it, Landon. Have a good one. Freedom. Box of rain, dude. Nobody's outside my window except my shadow. That's an old bowl in a box. Could it be a bowl in a box? Wouldn't it be a bowl, not a box? I don't know, Bob. Oh no, dude. What's good? We're about to turn this thing off. 4:30 slurry. I like Andy Roy, but like I liked him better when I haven't checked his podcast out. I'm a big fan of Andy Roy, dude. I'm stoked his teeth are all fixed. That's a nice touch, dude. I'd be stoked to be on Andy Roy's show for sure. Me and him would have a blast, dude. Yeah, he's the dude who's been through it all, man. Landon Williams, everyone buy an Illusion hoodie for the winter. It's going to be a cold one. That's true. I do have hoodies, hats, t-shirts, art. I think there's some stickers left. And with that, I just want to say good night. Links down below. Support the channel. I enjoyed hanging out with you all tonight. And remember, use those name tags out there, people. Treat everyone as you'd want to be treated, dude. There's no time for hate, man. There's only time for love, dude. And you're not powerless, dude. And good luck with your journey towards God. I hope it is full of light. Anyway, good night, everyone.